Welcome back to The Edge. November 2023 brings new review updates from Google. Meta and Amazon join forces to enhance advertiser conversion process. Google says buckle up. Big changes to search ranking systems are coming soon. You're listening to News from The Edge for the week of November 13th, 2023 here on Edge of the Web Radio.
From the Edge of the Web studios, here's what we're looking at this week.
Back from San Diego, this is Edge of the Web Radio. I'm your host, Aaron Sparks, owner of Site Strategics. We're a digital marketing firm here in Indianapolis, Indiana. We're covering SEO and digital marketing news of the week, separate from our weekly interview, getting more news to you even more quickly. So check out everything over at edgeofthewebradio.com. Welcome to the Site Strategics digital marketing news desk of Edge of the Web Radio. We're proud to have Site Strategics as the title sponsor of Edge of the Web. Very proud of my team here at Site. We actually jumped over to San Diego, had a great representation there at Brighton SEO. We're one of the top SEO companies in our region. Constant learners, and that's the reason for this show. Talk a little bit more about what we do a little bit later on the show, but welcome back. Hey, Morty's on the line. Morty, how you doing, sir?
What's up?
What's up? You're back.
We're back. We're back from San Diego.
San Diego,
I learned
beautiful.
a lot. I learned a lot in San Diego.
What did you learn in San Diego?
I learned that you're probably better off not doing cold reads in front of a live audience.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
See. We start with this. We start
All
with
right.
this right here. Okay. So first and foremost, for listeners that didn't know what we were doing, we went to Brighton SEO in San Diego last week, right? And I had a panelist right after Morty's SERPs Up podcast, which we recorded. We recorded the Edge of the Web there, had 5 panelists at the same time, and Morty was right next to me. And what did he do? As soon as he sat down, he started to look at my tattoo.
I never knew you had a tattoo.
And this is what we actually get into
All these
while
years. I've known you for how many years already?
Okay, so you wanted
5
me to
years?
share that with you, huh?
I think that would have been the first thing you should share with me. Hi, I'm Aaron Sparks. I have a tattoo.
Absolutely. I should lean with that. I should really have that as my title. That's what
It's
you're saying?
weird that it's a tattoo of keywords, by the way. I find that strange.
I'm getting SGE, no regrets, tattooed across my neck. So he starts trolling me because our podcast is sponsored by SE Ranking because they have a really cool SGE tracking tool. And then he pummels me.
You can't sponsor a live
It's
session.
a podcast.
It's
Absolutely.
literally the podcast.
No, it's like imagine if imagine Patrick Stocks got up there.
Uh-huh.
And he
Wait,
said, "I'd like
wait.
to
I got a
thank
better one.
my
Wait. I
sponsor."
got a better one. What if someone got up there and they're like, "Welcome to my podcast called SERPs Up by Wix."
Oh, see?
What
Yeah.
would you do?
That's fine.
Oh,
No,
it
you could
is,
say Edge of
because-
the Web, but you could say Edge of the Web by Site Strategics, just like
Yeah,
if
but
I am
Site Strategics
SEMrush, I'm
is
gonna
a
have
sponsor of the
SEMrush
show.
on my slides, right? I have my logo there. That's fine.
I don't know if I completely
But
agree
I'm
with
not.
this.
I'm like not going around. Hey, I'm doing Brighton SEO. Why don't you pay me, and I'll drop like your name in one of my slides? Would that be kosher?
I don't know if it's kosher or not, but I think it's completely legitimate seeing that we are a podcast, a sponsored podcast.
Oh, so if
right?
you're a podcast, you can do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Yes. That's what podcast means.
Free reign. So, yeah, thanks for that.
The audience was on my side.
They were not.
by the way.
They were not.
Yes, they were.
I don't think so.
They were hooting and hollering.
Hoot and holler. Anyway, it was a good conversation with a great number of people, many more than you could actually do on your SERPs Up. Yeah, I had 5 in a row. I had to actually navigate all of those individuals, right? J.R. Oates,
Yeah.
Julia McCoy, Cindy Crum, right?
But you're saying that yours is better because you had more people?
More people at the same time. Absolutely. And it was
This is
great.
not, first
conversation.
off, this is not a competition.
Really? Okay, fine.
You don't want to. Do you really want to do this? All right.
Oh no.
Oh, here we go.
No, all right. No, I'm gonna be the mature person here.
Wow. The mature person.
Yep.
I like that.
When they go low, we go high.
We are very mature over here, right, Jacob?
Absolutely. I'm so mature.
You are mature. What's going on? What?
Oh, it's an alligator. You got an alligator.
For our listeners, we actually have a inflatable alligator in the production booth. That was at Brighton SEO.
You stole it?
Well, it was left
Well,
behind.
it was there.
It was totally left
It was
behind.
left behind. Yeah, it was left behind. And we
It's like, wait, did you take the actual furniture home with you?
SE
Just
ranking said
load
we
up a
could.
trailer.
The podcast is sponsored by Manchester Hyatt. No, of course not. No, it was a discarded alligator.
Yep.
Right? So
And it has a slow leak, which is probably why it got
exactly.
discarded.
So it made its way home with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Morty, if you haven't listened to the show before, who you're listening to is Morty Oberstein. He's the head of SEO branding over at Wix, and Jacob Mann here, the studio creative director. So what's going on in Morty's world? You just got back last night from San Diego, right?
Yes. So I'm jet lagged
Yeah.
and excited because Wix, we have released our AI meta tags writer. You can now have AI write your meta tags for you. It's not just some BS ChatGPT API. It's an actual tool built with open source. And you could do things like write meta descriptions, write title tags, and you could pick the tone that you want to take.
Before Google writes your title tags or rewrites them on the SERP, right?
That's right. So before Google rewrites your thing, what you really want to do is have AI write it.
I mean, I'm all
Because
for
why
it.
write it yourself when Google's going to rewrite it anyway?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was their whole pitch.
That's what's stuck inside of Wix, right?
They're like, why should we do this? Well, Google's rewriting them anyway, so we might as well have something rewrite it so you don't have to write it first.
It's like dueling banjos from Deliverance,
I
right?
totally approve of this because, yeah, that's not, I don't want to waste 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes on that stuff if it's going to get trashed anyway. Let a bot do it.
Yeah.
Let the bots fight it out, man.
So we can blame the Wix AI title writer.
That's how you prevent the cyborg wars is you have them fight each other over,
like
trivial
battle
things.
bots.
Yeah. The only way to win is to not play.
There it is. All right.
I love it.
Okay, so to the news. Sir, are we done here? Can we actually do the news?
I'm good, yeah.
You sure?
Are we done?
No, we're not done.
Oh.
No, but I mean,
Yeah,
it was a great
we
time.
haven't done 5 cold reads yet.
It was a great time at San Diego at Brighton SEO. We certainly appreciate Brighton SEO allowing us to come out there and have a good conversation, be on the exhibitors floor. We had a lot of really fun interviews from people that were coming through, and they were sharing some great insights of what they were learning, as well as who they were, and some cool times there were had by all.
Agreed.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
All right.
Well fun.
You know what's not a cool time?
It was fun.
It was fun. November is not turning out to be pretty cool here. We have a core update and helpful content. I'm sorry, a review update. I'm just going to go through the Rolodex of updates. From Search Engine Journal from Matt Southern, Google rolls out November 2023 reviews update. It's rolling out their new review update, which is the last standalone update. Google will regularly assess review content quality going forward. So they're not going to be announcing this any further, any new review updates. Morty, I know this was part of the conversation that we had, as well as what was going on right as we got to Brighton SEO, is that are we going to be in a space where we'll no longer be notified of any updates coming through? What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Just
I
wanna-
actually spoke about this in a Search Engine Watch. Well, that's a throwback. Search Engine Watch article in 2022.
You
we
did.
actually talked about on this podcast back when I covered that. We actually covered that article.
You really
So
should grab that article. So
No, we covered on the podcast way back when.
I believe so. I believe
Basically
we did.
saying, yeah, that there's so much volatility that we're going to a place where the Google's going to start making real-time adjustments to the algorithm.
Yep.
That's kind of the goal. Why wait to get better results every, 3, 4, 5, 6 months? If you can do it in real time, that should be the goal. And clearly, Google's doing it here. And I love this about the review update because we've a bunch of us SEO folk have talked about this, where you see them take a very specific vertical, product reviews, and hone in and expand out. Basically, take a section of the web, a corner of the web,
Right.
really understand it. And you see that once Google gets really good at understanding and how they can take that understanding of one thing and then apply it more generally. So went from product reviews to just reviews, went from predefined announcements and predefined launches to it just being, I hate to say it this way, but real time.
They were training a particular LLM, or they weren't training that. They were training their process of how to actually understand language in these different product niches.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what we talked about way back when, is that this was the beginning of how it would be countering AI content out there, understanding authentic content, authentic information in all these different unique spaces. So it's very interesting to be able to see really a training process of Google, and then finally getting it into much broader, and then ultimately, like you said, that it's now going to be regularly moving as quickly as there are not going to be any large updates on the review side of things, and it could very well happen that this will be a domino effect with a lot of other announcements that they have. The helpful content update is going to be certainly prime for real-time updates, right?
Yeah, I mean, it is sort of quote happening in real time, and you've hit the threshold, and you're impacted. I mean, they do make changes to it and then
Right.
announce those changes. But it seems with the review update that Google's kind of at the point where they feel confident in this, what this thing is supposed to do and how well it's supposed to do it. I'm sure there's going to be recalibration all the time.
Right.
And I think you will theoretically see spikes in ranking fluctuations for those kind of sites. If I was an SEO tool, what I would be doing is building a data set around that kind of keyword and that kind of URL. What happened?
Sorry.
What'd I say?
You said SEO tool.
Oh, they are funny.
If I was an SEO
Are you
tool.
basically saying if I was a tool? That's what you're laughing at.
Yeah.
This is funny to you.
No, not really.
Like, again, I'll be the mature person here. If
What
I
is
was
going
an
on?
SEO tool,
All right.
I would build a data set, focus on domains that I know have been impacted by review updates in the past,
Right.
and keywords impacted by review updates in the past, and I would just track just that in
Because
order to
those
pull
are
out
the
and see if there are changes in that ecosystem or not. I will pay you $1 million if any of the SEO tools ever do that, because they won't.
Wow. They've got the data though. They've got
Yeah, no, because it would actually mean aligning to how the industry functions, and they're not known for that.
no, that's the truth. You said something on your Surf's Up recording there, the live recording, regarding the volatility and the continued recalibration of just the tools themselves, and that the
Yes.
volatility that we're seeing, even these Richter scale changes, right, are keyed off of just recent past as opposed to
Right.
what was volatile 12 months, 18
6
months,
months
2
ago.
years.
Correct.
So now,
So the tools could be showing green levels now,
right.
and it could have been showing red levels back in January.
Yep.
But if it was on the same relative scale, like this wouldn't be red; it would be like the deepest red possible.
Right.
The tool is showing
We're
green
in the
'cause relative to
stratosphere.
the last 30 days.
Yeah, we're in the stratosphere now of a whole nother level of volatility, and we just have to get used to it. And with Google saying, all right, we'll not be announcing these anymore because it's part of the ranking systems. The good thing is we don't have to wait 3 months before a reversal, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we're
if you're in one of these spaces and you see a steep increase in your rankings, then you kind of know that it's probably it.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely.
Not-
We just saw a 360% increase in one of our clients in estimated search traffic as we were looking at, okay, what happened there in that particular break. Now everything is
Nice.
coming back and
I
flooding
hope
back.
it lasts.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Doesn't get reversed by the time this thing is finished. Right?
easy there.
Yeah.
All right, shifting gears over to search engine land from Nicola Agius. Meta's new partnership with Amazon streamlines the conversion process for advertisers. Shoppers in the U.S. can now link their Facebook and Instagram accounts to Amazon, enabling them to buy products advertised in their feeds without having to leave the mobile app. This is really big news, actually, from the sheer fact that now there's a linkage that can streamline the entire transaction from awareness, from connection to that brand, all the way through the product transaction. Yikes. That's ultimately what you're trying to do with all advertising. So Morris Ramey, the co-founder and co-CEO of Disrupted Digital, described this new feature as the most significant ad product of the year, explaining why the rollout is such a big deal, right? Better targeting and optimization. Meta will now be using information sent from Amazon and stores offering Buy with Prime to show consumer ads. Better conversion rates. Consumers will be able to check out more quickly on the ads when they actually connect with their account. Better ads creative personalization, he says. Meta will tailor an ad's messaging and product page based on whether a user is a Prime member or not, and alter additional information such as real-time pricing and shipping estimates. That's even better. I mean, think about that. If it's aligned with a Prime account, you're actually going to be able to see how quickly you can get that from literally the first click of that ad all the way through. Oh my gosh, if you're in the ad space, what an incredible, especially more on the product advertising space. What an incredible conversion Audubon we're talking about here. So, Morty, what are your thoughts about that side of things?
That would seem to streamline the conversion process.
It's incredible, his insights.
The insights I have for ads are just amazing.
Perhaps his insights are jet lagged as well.
Oh no, that's
that's
usually
insulting.
that's usually where he
Are you
goes.
are you calling me slow?
Oh no, not slow.
No.
Is that you don't work
Just
in
behind.
Yeah.
the oh
I'm saying the strong insight's going to come about that time I turn off the recording.
oh my.
It's just,
Dude.
they're on different time zones.
Well, am I wrong? Will it not
It will.
streamline?
And
You're normally-
you didn't need to
You're normally
illuminate.
so much more verbose.
Not on ads though. That's my point.
Yeah.
No, it's just the ads thing.
Okay, hey, we are proud to have Site Strategics as the title sponsor of our show.
Cold read.
He was waiting for this. He really was. We're a 19-year-old digital marketing firm, soon to be 20-year-old digital marketing firm next year. Following year, we might be old enough to drink.
Yay.
We're focused on entity SEO, technical SEO, search engine marketing, and social media marketing, managing your digital connection with your clients, results-based marketing that works. We've also developed a very unique process of interview methodology to be able to connect with your subject matter experts, be able to have recordings, be able to actually interview to the degree of finding that incredible subject matter expertise, like panning for gold or a truffle pig. Pick your analogy, but we can actually find that unique information that is going to be incredibly valuable for your website as well as social media and the like, so you can get your subject matter expertise out. So give us a call over at 877-736-4932 or just over to sitestrategics.com. We'll have an hour free session to unpack what we can do for you in your digital marketing success. All right. Third article. Search engine land from Barry Schwartz, the Barry Schwartz. Google says there's major changes coming to search rankings. Okay, so this one also was a big one. That was actually just announced as we were going into Brighton SEO. Danny Sullivan, Google's search liaison, was quoted as saying that major changes are coming from Google's search ranking algorithms. So was this actually said at Brighton SEO? I don't think it was.
Yeah.
It was it?
Yes.
During his
But-
presentation?
Yes. I wasn't there that day. I left after day one.
Yep. That was
But
there.
seems that Barry and Danny are going back and forth on Twitter as of the last hour or two.
Yeah.
With Danny saying, Danny Sullivan said he did not want to say buckle up.
Oh, he
But
did.
that
say.
being said, there's a lot of improvements on the way. Story updated at SEOroundtable.com. I think Danny then wrote, before Barry's reply, I'm reading out of order here. Danny wrote, I think the point I was trying to make is the opposite of the headline. Oh, Barry got it wrong. All right.
What?
Which probably was inevitable anyway. And I did use the words buckle up in saying I don't want to say buckle up. So you heard it here first. Danny Sullivan is against buckling up.
Andy
If
Simpson
I were
tweeted.
writing
Wait a
it, it would
minute.
have been
Whoa,
Google says many ranking improvements, but most don't need to buckle up.
Please buckle up when you drive your car.
Please. If you're listening to that, please buckle up. All right, so Andy Simpson actually tweeted on November 13th today at 10:31.
He's a giant, by the way.
Andy Simpson? Oh, yeah. You got a
Yes.
picture of that, didn't you?
Oh,
His exact words were, says Andy, there's so much
plane,
coming
boss,
on.
the plane.
That's a deep cut right there. Andy Simpson said, there's so much coming on. This is what his exact words were, says Andy Simpson. There's so much coming on, and I don't want to say buckle up because that makes you freak out, because if you're doing good stuff, it's not going to be an issue for you. Okay, so...
Right, so Andy got it right.
Oof.
Good job, Andy.
Are you saying that... No, Barry didn't get that wrong, did he?
But I mean,
No, Barry didn't get it
hold on.
wrong.
I was gonna say if
there
you're
are major
watching
changes.
This, no, but if you're watching this, I'm showing you the screenshot
Right.
directly from the Barry Schwartz article.
Right.
So he's not. Barry's not hiding from this.
No, of course
He
not.
says, "Here's some more clarification." Then he goes into it. This is direct from the article. I know that
it's-
Andy Simpson tweeted it, but Barry put it in.
It's
I'm
not
sorry, he
Barry.
X'd
First
it?
off, Barry's just trying to collect all the information from Twitter to understand the hell's going on. So it's just like a communication breakdown. That's all.
But there are major changes, like
Yeah.
Danny
but
was
you're
saying.
doing good things to your content. All right. So let's cut to the point of like there's big things coming.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe how I'm feeling and put it into words, but
Tired.
just get this sense that Google is like on the precipice of really turning a corner with certain things. If you look, I don't know, if you put all the little signals together, like what they're doing with the review update, kind of going, real time without pushing the button on the updates. If you just see the helpful content update, refining and refining, and actually you see when you remember when that first came out, there was not a lot of impact or not a lot of chatter about impact. And as it's gone on, people are really talking about the impact of the helpful content update. You just sort of get this sense that Google's kind of getting it.
Yeah.
And if it can make a breakthrough, that would be significant. And if Danny's hinting that there's a breakthrough coming, that is quite significant. So buckle up.
I would agree with you. I think what we're seeing are some major changes, major improvements, and we're not going to be getting these incremental changes anymore. Something is going to be walloping the entire search engine ranking environment. Right now, it's not going to be.
Mom never made it in, right?
Nope, not yet.
I mean, it is in like certain little things, certain specific places, but as a formidable force, it's not there yet.
Correct.
But what if it were?
Oh, it's soon to come. It's soon to come, man.
Oh yeah.
Whatever the debates are. I mean, literally, there was a debate at Brighton SEO about the existence of SGE, if it's actually even going to be turned on, if it was just an experiment and that's it, right? So I'm of the firm belief we're going to be seeing that manifest here very soon, and that could very well be the don't buckle up message that Danny's talking about. What do you think about that?
Yeah, don't buckle up, smoke cigarettes. I got it.
Drive your sites carelessly.
No, don't drive drunk. I'm not even going to say that. That's just.
Well, you did, absolutely. You pulled a Danny Sullivan. You said, don't drive drunk. It's like, don't buckle up.
There's certain things we joke about, which is everything other
than
driving and drinking.
Exactly. All right. Thank you very much. Pivoting to AI news.
Read.
No.
Okay.
Check this out. AI news. Let's go. Hollywood actors.
You lost me.
Yeah, the strike actually ended with a deal that will impact AI and streaming. So that 116-day, was it? 116-day strike that they had. 18 days. They were on the picket lines, the longest strike in Hollywood history. The Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, have reached a deal with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Both sides were get that? About the terms of the deal Wednesday night, but it comes following a long struggle over the use of artificial intelligence on actors' performances and actors' demands for residual payments for shows and films that play on streaming services. So that was the key factor of how long this strike was going on, is figuring out what the future is of AI when it comes down to actors and performances. And the only moment that was actually the same level of contentiousness, if I recall, when the battle was actually over streaming services, I believe, and the monetization of those, if I'm not mistaken. I think there were a couple of major strikes, and one of those was just the streaming platforms themselves. Now, the fact of the matter is that this is major news, and I'm interested in seeing what they actually come up with, because they're future-proofing the scenario of actors and residuals. So how in the world they can forecast
Princess Leia in Star Wars.
Yes, exactly. Oh man, that was terrible.
Yeah, not just that, the whole movie was terrible.
Yeah, it really was.
Wait, but she wasn't AI.
Part of her was, yeah.
I don't think so.
Yep.
CGI.
No, CGI.
AI.
The CGI is not AI.
AMI.
And my understanding was a lot of the last movie, all of her scenes were
Piece
dialogue from other movies that got cut, and they kind of rewrote the script to fit it in. And then
Isn't that what AI is?
No, but no, because I can take a picture of Morty and put antlers coming out of his head, and that would take me an hour or two to make it look good, or I can with AI do it in 2 minutes. So I think it's not about putting antlers on Morty's head. Hashtag Morty antlers. Do your thing, internet.
This is bizarre.
This is going to go well.
No, but don't you agree? Like CGI is okay, and they're just saying using AI is not.
I think they were. It's not just CGI. It was also the full-on personality renderings of individuals that has challenged the entire thing. I mean, Governor Tarkin, as an example. Christopher Plummer was not Plummer. I'm sorry, the actor,
the old guy who played that character. Yeah.
That actor was long past, and they literally resurrected him for the. Not, they didn't literally resurrect him. They
They resurrected the character,
the character, exactly.
not the actor.
No, that
I
would
don't want
be
anyone to
bad.
be confused about what's happening here.
It was Weekend at Bernie's Star Wars edition.
Because you know what, they need that top talent to be able to do that, and hopefully
Sure.
there's a space where you can protect your rights as a future actor,
Right.
or capitalize on those renderings and actually sell your personality for use, as long as that there's a compensatory measure there.
Yeah. But to Morty's point,
Yep.
when does trying to do CGI become AI? I mean, it's all computer assisted.
Mm-hmm.
There's some level of artificial intelligence happening there to
Sure.
say, I'm going to blend these two layers to make it look real. And
Is it the actor, actress in person themselves?
so, okay, so
Quote
that's
Animal
that's a
House,
great question. So,
pre-med,
are you
pre-law,
okay?
Same difference.
Are you okay with an actor playing themselves as a younger version of themselves and having
Ooh.
AI completely wipe them over? So it looks like, oh, this is such and such famous actor from 40 years
Yeah, I'm
ago.
okay because the actor agreed and
Okay,
said, like, let's
exactly.
do
That's fine.
this.
It's
That's
it's
like
using
digital
AI
makeup at
after
that
the
point in
fact.
time. Right.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well,
There you go.
talk about top talent. Check this out. Over at thedecoder.com, OpenAI is wooing top artificial intelligence employees at Google with multi-million-dollar offers as the startup's employee stock sale nears completion, potentially tripling its valuation to more than $80 billion. OpenAI's recruiters are targeting senior AI researchers at Google, offering annual compensation packages worth $5 million to $10 million, mostly in stock. The information reported, citing insider sources. So if you're an AI professional at Google, you could very well earn between $5 to $10 million in liquidable stock, but still, what an incredible compensation. This is the meat of the matter right here.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of pixels right there.
Great.
All right, last point here. The Senate AI Insight Forum considers who's liable for AI harm over at Search Engine Journal by Martini Buster. That would be
Roger
Dr.
Monty.
Monty.
right. Thank you. I appreciate you playing. Right.
Got it?
Got it. I was waiting for my screen to load. Who the hell is that guy? Okay, so they actually discussed the development of a framework for regulating AI, including who to hold liable when AI causes harm. Yeah, nothing could go wrong here, right? The U.S. government Senate AI Insight Forum discussed solutions for AI safety, including how to identify who's at fault for harmful AI outcomes and how to impose liability for those harms. I think we're way too early in this space to have this kind of conversation. Up until now, the Senate AI Insight Forum has been dominated by the dominant corporate gatekeepers of AI, Google, Meta, Microsoft, and OpenAI. The forum was actually criticized by Senator Elizabeth Warren in September for being a closed-door meeting dominated by these corporate tech giants. So read the article over at Search Engine Journal. I mean, this stuff's rolling through. We have EU that's going after AI. There was a executive order from the Biden administration regarding AI. Now we have this as well. There's clampdowns that are trying to be posited, but do we even know where this is going to go? We have no idea. We truly don't.
Also, like, is it because it's wrong or it causes harm?
Both.
Right?
Not
Well, if
wrong.
it's wrong,
Yeah.
then, like, I don't know like everything on the internet is wrong. So you're gonna go with everybody now?
Is
If it
it
causes harm, it's whoever posted
Yeah,
it,
just don't
stupid.
open up your browser because that causes harm, right?
is
No,
it
I don't understand. Why is it so complicated? Okay, let's say if you write something on your website and then I die because of it.
Right.
So you're the one at fault. It's your fault. Okay? Does that matter that Jacob wrote it or an AI writer wrote it?
I think it's probably the assumed authority. So if Google generative search says the best way to take care of a sore back is to jump off of a bridge into
This is a bullet to your
river.
head.
Yeah, Google said so. I mean, people all the time have been tried to blame their GPSs
but-
for turning off the
Yeah.
road into a ditch.
There's also a responsibility of the consumer, right?
Right.
Is that there's no, again, this could be into a heck of a lot of dark recesses of the internet here.
Yeah.
But I mean, and there's certainly a major amount of people that are influenced by AI. But it really does come down to harm. We're talking about nuances here where it's not about possible physical harm, but if there's actually an engine rolling for harm in politics, for example, an AI content that actually is ascribing or mentioning things that are incorrect, and you can do it at scale with AI, right? You got to find somebody who's going to be to blame there, right?
Well, no, being wrong is not a crime.
That's true.
Like, I don't know, people out there are Mets fans. Okay, they're wrong. That's not a crime.
Dang. No, it's true. But if it's harmful, right?
Yeah, so there's got to be some kind of harm.
There's the debate on that. So here's something. It's a great segue into this. Check this tool out from AI Tools. All right, check this thing out. It's called Multimodal RAG Insurance Insights. This is from Graphlet.com.
Let's take a GPT API and just for insurance.
Exactly. So they're taking photos of accidents or scenarios in which insurance has to actually.
Wait, they've turned an ambulance chaser into a LLM.
Absolutely, and they're training this system on reviewing images from particular insurance scenes and assessing not only the insurance adjustment, but they're also doing damage assessments, evidence and documentation assessments, claim validation, loss estimation, investigation analysis, and claim settlement negotiations. So they're putting AI in the middle of assessment of blame, so to speak. There's the segue, as well as potential awarding of damages. Yeah, let's let the machine do that too. Why not? Anybody? Thoughts? No?
I have no thoughts on this. I have as many thoughts as that went into it.
But what does your AI think, Morty?
My AI doesn't.
Oh, you should probably actually have an AI that responds to tools. Check this tool out, SheetAI. Actually, it's a pretty cool tool. And none of these tools are actually sponsors of the show, so these are not cold reads, Morty. But SheetAI actually is pretty cool. If you look at their video here, it's sheetai.app.
It's all SheetAI, isn't it? All AI is sheep.
It's kind of like I shipped my pants. Sheet
what?
So check it out. There's some pretty cool tools inside of this. If you link up this tool to your Google spreadsheets, there's a lot of really interesting functions that you can do with this. Actually, I mean, I'm not saying anything, but I mean, it's kind of cool if you look at it. I haven't tested it out yet, so I don't know.
No, because we don't know.
Because we don't know.
So it might be okay, but it might be total crap.
Exactly. However.
All right.
Last thing.
So, dear listener, go check this thing out. It might be great.
You tell us. I like the video here. It shows some really interesting.
Oh, you're the kind of person who watches the Doritos commercials. Goes, oh, I like this video. Let me buy some Doritos.
That's some Cool Ranch, baby, right there. But also what was cool is Alita Solis actually launched out, and she let us know that she has created a content helpfulness and quality SEO analyzer inside of ChatGPT.
Well, that's cool.
That is cool. And
that is helpful.
I've actually run it, and it is very cool. It has 6-point analysis of quality and helpful content analysis for your websites. You can actually put in a term, you put in your own destination URL, as well as competitor, and they'll actually go through a series of checks on whether or not it is actually presenting unique selling propositions, if it's quality, does it show expertise, authority, and trust? Well, at least expertise. I wouldn't put the entire kit and caboodle in there. But check out that script because it is pretty sharp from the AI space. Thank you to Alita. She's going to be refining that as well. She doesn't roll out anything that hasn't been well.
Everything she does is like gold.
Absolutely. So
gold.
See, AI tools is redeemable here.
No, that's an Alita tool using AI.
Oh, there it is. There's the difference right there.
It's Alita intelligence.
It
AI.
is Alita intelligence.
There's plenty of intelligence in Alita.
All right.
That's what AI should stand for.
But you know what is also intelligent? Using InLinks. InLinks provides you expert level data to build your content around key concepts, not key words. So Google actually have a better understanding of the context of your articles. Go over to edgeofthewebradio.com/InLinks to claim your free InLinks account to start creating content that will outperform your competitors. Go ahead, Morty. Rub my face in it.
No, I like InLinks. Great stuff. I don't know why you update the podcast. You're supposed to do cold reads. That's what it's there for.
But we have a studio audience today.
We do have a studio audience. So, what's
Jacob's
happening?
cat is not considered a studio audience.
alligator.
All right, Berry Blast.
Hit the button.
See, even I'm jet lagged.
Yeah, everything's
Berry
gonna slow.
Blast, I was like, that's a thing I do, right? I think I have that here somewhere.
All right, well,
Of all the buttons.
to our listeners, sorry for going long, but we want to make sure that we always do a hat tip for Barry Swartz. We weren't able to see him at Brighton SEO, but we're certainly wanting to connect with him in the future here because everybody was expressing how they were wanting to see him at
Really
this.
let everyone down by not coming.
Nice. All right, but he doesn't let us down on Search Engine Roundtable. He constantly is pushing content out the door there. This is from Search Engine Roundtable. Google expands search generative experience to more countries and adds new features. And this was actually mentioned, and a lot of people talked about it because that was just mentioned. It landed on the first day of Brighton SEO. Google has expanded SGE to 120 countries and territories, and it now works beyond the US, Japan, and India, and added 4 more languages, including Spanish, Portuguese, Korean, and Indonesian. That's a huge expanse for something that is just an experiment. So you know that this thing is going to be brought into the full deployment here. But there's a couple other cool things that were in that delivery. It also had AI translation, as well as more definition links inside the SERP itself. So there's a slew of countries in this. What did you think about this new? Have you checked that out, Morty? The additional new insights and functions that they have in SGE.
I can't access SGE, so I can't see it myself. I can only see what other people have in their screenshots. But it looks interesting.
You still can't reach
So
it.
you were not one of the
No,
120
I am
countries?
actually not one of the 120 countries.
Holy
Wow.
crap! You're right.
That's crazy.
What is up with that? It's almost like they're avoiding Morty. You know?
Well, I had a problem getting the Search Console for a while, so
Oh boy.
We should get you a VPN, Morty.
Yeah,
yeah,
we really should.
If I actually cared so much about SGE, which I don't.
You will, sir. You will. All right.
All right.
Last
all right.
article, Google's 3 pillars of search ranking via the DOJ documents. This is something that he launched out.
DOJ thing has been a wealth of gold.
Oh my gosh, it's a
The gift that keeps giving.
yeah,
unless
thank you
Google-
very much. So the SEO community is buzzing around some recent U.S. Department of Justice documents released that hint at ranking concepts at Google. One slide is named the 3 pillars of ranking and discuss body, anchors, and user interactions. So the slide said body, what the document says about itself, anchors, what the web says about the document, and user interactions, what users say about the document. And that's that last point.
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking. We may use clicks as a stand-in for user interactions in some places. As the footnote said, user interactions include clicks, attention on a result, swipes on carousels, and entering a new query. So that was all a buzz last week, where it's finally revealed, right, that they do use user clicks as a ranking method that we knew all the time.
Well, they use it as to train. They don't know. We don't know exactly what they're doing with the clicks.
It's user
Right?
interaction.
Like, you could be using it to train AI. Now you got me in the whole machine learning.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So Cyrus
It's more
Shepard was all
interesting to
over
me
that.
You see Google's trying to understand user interactions, user content trends, user content consumption trends, rather.
Right.
That to me is far more interesting than debating whether or not they're using the clicks or not.
So really, well, Mike King and Cyrus were all over this, talking about this 2016 Search All Hands presentation. This is back in 2016. That's getting
Yeah, it's pretty
discovered
great stuff.
through the DOJ documentation. So it's been around for that long at least. But I'd make the contention that it's been around a heck of a lot longer than that.
Yeah, no, that's true. Well, it's been around since Rank Brain at least.
Exactly. Well, any other thoughts on that point? Because I think this was actually pretty big reveal as they were going through.
It's like the Masked Singer. They took off the pirate's hat, and it turned out it was clicks.
Ta-da! Hey, what's going to turn up this week in SEO chat, sir?
Erica Varguli from SEMrush will be hosting.
Cool. We like her.
Yeah.
She
She's
invited
great.
us to the SEMrush dinner.
See?
Yeah, that was fun. She wasn't there though.
No.
And they gave us a hat.
Oh, you got a hat? I didn't get a hat.
I got a hat.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
hanging on the
really?
chairs. Yeah,
They're
you
hanging on
left before you
chairs.
sat down on the chair.
Oh, son of a gun. I had to leave before we sat down. All right, whatever.
All right. So what's the topic again? I'm sorry.
I don't know. Good
Okay.
question.
We'll check
Yep.
it out.
AI something.
On the ball
AI.
this week. Yeah, something about SEO or something or other.
All right, so that is 1 p.m. Eastern every Thursday. Check out the hashtag SEO chat. Any final thoughts for our audience, or are you spent? It sounds like you're a bit tired.
Thanks for putting words. I feel fine, but thank you. Appreciate that.
No worries, no worries. Well, I mean, it's late there, and
Yeah, no, it's 9:30 at night. So yeah.
It's 2:30 here. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
All right.
Part of it may have been getting that alligator blown up right before
Oh my
the
gosh.
show.
Oh, he was hyperventilating. He
Forgot about it.
He blew up.
Got a slow leak.
Well, they wouldn't let me bring it on the plane fully inflated, so I had to let the air out.
There's some
and then bring
rule
it
there.
here.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
Yeah, airlines.
Airlines. All right.
By the seat.
Well, for all of us over at Edge, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to our jet-lagged fugue as we got through the show. Appreciate your time, Morty. As always, it was great to be able to see you at Brighton SEO. Let's not make another 3 years before we meet up again, okay?
Sounds good, brother.
That's all up to COVID
Oh,
or
God.
whatever the next
Yeah.
pandemic is.
We were reminiscing is that when we were back at SMX, that was when it all started, and there was like a case in San Jose as we were leaving.
If there's another pandemic, then I would say one or all three of us should just stop doing conferences.
Yeah, period.
That's it. We're the reason.
You said that. I didn't. I think you just rewrote the headline there.
Here we go.
Yep.
SGE's going to pick it up. How did COVID get started? Jacob went to a conference.
Boom. See?
There it is. That's it.
All right, that's it for the Edge this week. Make sure that you check out the first segment of our Dana DiTomaso interview. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updated whenever we drop some of these shows, as well as insights from our interview series. From all of us over Edge, stay safe, stay well, and do not be a piece of cyber driftwood. We will talk to you next week. Bye.